Testing, testing. Just going to call everyone up. Mr. Peebs?
Can you hear me?
How's it going?
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, man.
Just so I'm using it on my iPad and I haven't used it for such a long time with these headphones, always to make sure it works.
That's cool, mate. How you been? I spoke to you for ages.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Hello, Sly.
Oh, I like using my phone. I can lie in bed. So much nicer.
Awesome. Just trying to get on a Wes at the moment.
How do I sound? Do I sound alright?
Yeah, man. Sound good.
Yeah,
Good
who's
in the
coming
hood.
on?
Just me, you, Sly, and Wes.
Oh.
Collies at work. Work, church.
Churches work.
Yeah. Hello to Mr. Clarky79 in the YouTube chat. How's it going?
So, I need to do a fact check before we record.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure that game is made by the people who made Payday 2.
Oh, really?
Yep, I'm right. Yep, and Terraria.
Fucking hell.
And Sniper Elite 3. And Brothers. Ah, that makes more sense. They made Brothers, Tale of Two Sons.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Oh,
I'm sad.
Jeebus.
I'm really sad.
Oh, you're probably a bit further than me in the game.
Oh, not much. I looked at your achievements. I'm probably like half an hour ahead of you for that.
Fair.
But I'm sad.
Oh dear. Come on, Wes, answer your phone.
So what, did they just like send you a couple codes?
Yeah, I had a random email from them in my Mojo box, and they were like, "Oh, do you want some games to talk about in the podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." They said, "Yeah, we'll send you a few copies so a few of you can talk about it." I was like, "Sweet."
And luckily, I've played it and you've played it. And I
And
think I played a little bit more than you.
Wes has played
And
as
Wes,
well.
oh yeah, Wes has played it. Good.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm a wreck. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there was a picnic and a pier, and I was like, this is all nice. Oh,
Oh, come on, Wes. I'm going to start in a second. We're now 4 minutes over.
yeah, you messaged me at 25 past, and then I replied at 30 past on the
Yeah,
dot.
well, I just
and
said,
I was like,
give me a few minutes.
well, oh right, I was brushing my teeth and getting ready for bed because I'm lying in bed right now.
Wes, you there? Wes? There's always one person who can never get in the thing, isn't there?
Mm.
Unless he forgot. Then it's going to be a short show.
Yay! I've got uni in the morning. I have to be up at 9:30.
Come on.
I wonder, does me powering my phone off cancel the call for me? Should I test it? It should run in the background, right?
So?
Well, I'm still here.
Yes, you are.
Can you hear me still? Okay, cool. Means I don't have to have the light on my phone on. If in the podcast you hear some snoring, I've fallen asleep because I'm in bed and it's very warm tonight.
That's fine.
If that happens, just kick me out the call.
Fair dues.
Yeah, I don't think I'll fall asleep, but it could
Right,
happen.
so shall we start? Because
Where's Lee?
I don't think Wes is going to appear.
Give me 5 minutes.
He was on.
What's that, Peeps?
Give us 5 minutes.
Oh, you're not ready yet, no?
Just about.
What are you doing? You making dinner?
No, I've done dinner. Dinner's all done and dusted.
So what are you doing then? Watching football?
No, football's off.
What are you waiting for? Tell everybody
yourself.
listening live. Huh?
Yeah.
What are you waiting on? What are you doing? Hello?
He's wanking.
Probably. What do you reckon, Clarky? Hello?
I'm still here.
Where are you? Where are you, Wes? I'm
You
calling them
trying to be
again.
Taiwanese at the moment?
Yeah. Me love you
Mm.
long time.
God. This is live. You can't be saying this.
Yeah, I can. Do whatever I want. It's my show.
Ooh. Where's Wes? Oh, he's away on Discord and he was snoozed on Steam. I reckon he's fallen asleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Oh
sucks
yeah.
balls.
So we don't have the technical difficulties from last week because I was listening and you sounded like you were on drugs.
Oh, I know. It was so annoying.
Yeah, you were like, "Hello, let's tell you about my games now."
I don't know what happened. It just went really weird.
I made the pizza.
And it messed up on the YouTube as well. So something happened on OBS, I think. Because you guys were
Could be
like,
just... Well, I
look at
wasn't
this.
here last week.
Yeah, well, the guys who are on with me were saying I sounded normal when I was talking to them. So,
Must have been your local recording.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like listenable. It just sounded weird. Wow, Skype eats up my battery life, doesn't it? Jesus.
Really?
Oh, it dropped 3% in like 6 minutes. Ugh. Well, if we don't have Wes, this won't be an overly long one anyway.
Mm.
Which is good because I have to be up in 9 hours. So we're doing well to start now. A lovely TV Peeves has got on in the background.
And
Oh, he's watching.
You ready, Peeps?
Oh, it's Webby. Webby,
Yeah.
you got TV on in the background.
Yeah, I have. Babe, can you turn the TV down a little bit? It's picking up on the mic. Thanks. Love you.
Happy long time.
What the hell was that?
my
Wes,
intro
is
music.
that you? Oh,
Right,
that's
are you now ready, Peeps?
Yeah.
Right, so it's been me, Peeps, and Sly. You ready?
Yeah.
And radio episode 432 for Sunday, the 17th of September 2017. I'm your host, Mark Webb, Gamer Tag, Piston ID, Steam ID, Webby 317, and joining me today is.
He's back. It's Mr. Peeves.
Where's your intro music? It's Elliot.
Jack sacked it off.
Oh, Peeps! We thought you were dead.
I'm back.
Where have you been?
Been busy.
Tell us what you've been
Peeves'
doing.
Peeves' World Tour.
Peeps' World Tour. So where have you been then?
Well, I was in Germany last week. But no, I've just been busy with work and life and stuff. I just didn't get time to come on much, especially with the Sunday nights. There's time you do it. But I'm still about. Still got my Xbox quite a bit. PS3, not PS4, should I say, not so much. But I'm on my Xbox most days. I've been playing quite a lot lately.
Ooh, what have you been playing?
Well, at this moment in time, I've been playing Murdered Soul Suspect, which was
old school.
Was it like a release game?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You played it?
Yeah, like it was a launch game, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I only downloaded it with the games with gold, and it's been sat on my hard drive for quite a while. I just had a bit of a backlog of games, and I haven't really had much to play lately, so I put it on, and I'm quite liking it. Chivos are popping nicely, so that's still that's all good. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the game. It's wouldn't say it's like a point and click game, but it reminds me of the Sherlock Holmes ones. But I think it's better than the Sherlock Holmes games, to be fair. I'm
It's,
only sort of halfway through it, but yeah, I mean, I'm liking it.
it's quite cool because you play as a ghost and you're solving your own murder, aren't you?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just going around like this town, like you've got like the hub is like a town, this town area that you can explore, but then you go off into these different areas like cemeteries, the police station and stuff, searching for clues and stuff. There's a lot of collectibles in the game, which I've been trying to get. But yeah, there's like these demons things that will come after you, and you have to hide in like the shadow things.
Yeah,
And,
that's right. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, you could even like possess a cat and move through areas that you couldn't as the ghost and stuff. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the game. I expected it to be pretty crap, but yeah, I'm liking it. It's I'm sort of halfway through now and just trying to get that finished because I'm off this next week. I haven't got much to do, so I thought I would have get myself a game to play this next week, and I picked up Resident Evil. The latest one.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, because I never got it when
cool.
it came out. Because such a backlog of games, I just thought, well, I'm not buying any games for a little while. I'm just trying to get through my backlog. So I picked that up cheap on, I think it was like 25 quid. Picked that up Saturday. So that's going to be my game of choice this next week. Hopefully, spend a bit of time on that.
Cool.
But yeah, sort of fleeting through the games I've played. I mean, did you play Layers of Fear? That was another free game gold.
No, I played the demo of it when the demo first came out, but I've not got to actually playing the actual full game yet. Since it came out with Games of Gold.
Yeah, that's odd game. It's horror.
Yeah.
It is quite jumpy in places. At the beginning, it tells you to sort of try and play in the dark with your headset on and stuff, and it is quite creepy. But it is a bit of an odd game. But it's only a short game. You can probably do it in 3 or 4 hours.
Nice.
But it's worth a playthrough. Trolls Fusion, another free game. I haven't really bought any games for a long time.
You've been just playing all the free games. You've just been a tightwad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've got silly season coming up, and I will be purchasing a few of the games that are coming out, like obviously FIFA, Call of Duty, Evil Within. I want to get Evil Within 2 because I really loved the first one. So there's 3 games off the bat that I want to be getting.
South Park next month?
No. I don't play them yet. No, I've never been into South Park.
Oh, dear.
What else
Forza
is coming out?
7, Assassin's Creed, Need for Speed.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Wolfenstein, yeah, I'll be interested in that one. That's on the radar, but that'll probably maybe a pre-owned copy a bit later on when the price has dropped.
Not tempted by an Xbox One Scorpio?
Not really, because I'm quite happy with my Xbox S, and I'll probably try and get a Switch before I get a Scorpio. I have picked up a Switch a few times these last couple of months and put them back down again.
Right.
I was very close to buying one weekend, but I'm just holding off at the minute because I don't know. I think it'd be similar to the Wii. When I got that, I played it non-stop for like 2 months and then never really played it again. And I'm worried that's going to be what's going to happen with the Switch.
Yeah,
my advice to you.
Go on, sorry.
Wait for Super Mario Odyssey next month because I reckon that might be a console seller.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of games on there. I mean, obviously Mario Kart, everyone seems to be having a good time with, and Zelda. But not too sure about what else. I mean, I'd liked Bomberman back in the day, but I've heard that's not overly.
No, and the thing that I'm not liking about the Switch is all the games are just way overpriced. I mentioned this in last week's show. They're like £10-15 more than the Xbox versions of the games, and it's like you can't justify that. It's taking the piss.
I
still don't think that there's enough games out there that would warrant a purchase for me. I mean, all I would want to play on it is Zelda. I think I'd get bored of Mario Kart. It's the same Mario Kart as we had on the Wii U. So
Yeah, I think it's probably good multiplayer and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if there's much legs in it. I don't know. But I'm not actually physically. Obviously, I've seen one in the shop, but only in a box. I've never actually seen one like being used or played.
Oh,
No one I know's got one, so I've not seen them in the flesh, as suppose so to speak. So, but I think they're was reasonable priced when obviously there was the shortage a while back, and the only place where I live had them was Game, and they're just like, even though they're like the RRP is like 279, Game was selling them for like 350 without a game, just because they knew no one else had them.
fucking bastards!
Just on the rob. But obviously now they're back out again. They've gone back down to their normal price, because there's quite a few places selling them now. But yeah, I think I definitely want to get one. Like I say, I'll probably wait for a few more games to come out. And I mean, I went out and bought last summer. I went out and bought the PS4, and I've really hardly played it.
Oh wow! Did you get the PS Plus or not bother?
No, I haven't got PS Plus because I game share with my brother.
Oh,
he has PS Plus, but he's a nightmare. He's not like, he's into his games and stuff, but he's not like, I'd say, like a big gamer like we are. And he rarely downloads the free games. I'll have to text him and say, look, you're going to download this free game? Well, I want to get around to it. Because obviously if he downloads it, I can get it. But he doesn't. He misses half of them. He doesn't download them.
Right.
So it's annoying.
So the problem with the PS4 share is you have to just log in as the other person and then download the games and then log back in with your profile.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I bought, a little while back, I bought Bloodborne for it because everyone was raving about it and saying, if you like the Dark Souls games, it's, made by the same people or whatever, and it's similar. So I picked that up for 20 quid. I've installed it and played like 10 minutes and never played it again. So I need to get back to that. And he did download Just Cause 3. That was on there. And I did want to play that. So I'll probably switch the PS4 on this week and might do a bit of Bloodborne and a bit of Just Cause 3. But apart from that, it doesn't really get played much. And I'm afraid I'm frightened that the Switch will go the same way. So the Xbox has always been for me the main console.
Yeah, and that's your main machine, and everyone has their main machine which they get all their games on, and for a majority of us it's Xbox. Not so much for me anymore, but yeah.
No. We always said, didn't we, back in the day, we always said like the Xbox is our main console, and then we all had a PS4, but you just used it or PS3 back then, but we just used that for the exclusives, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, mine really gets switched on. But when I'm on it, I do like it.
Yeah.
And I can see why people prefer it. Just obviously, I've invested in my achievements and stuff and all that, so that's why I just sort of stick with the Xbox. But I do like the PS4 when I switch it on, and there are some good games out there, and I can easily see why people prefer it and stuff. But it's hard when you've got like two consoles, to keep flicking between them.
It's quite nice though, because I've been playing quite a lot of the PS4 the past couple of weeks online, and it's surprising on how many of our community never picked up an Xbox or use a PS4 as the main console. Back from the 360 days, I've been online in party chats with people who I haven't spoken to for years. It's been really, really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally think that the Xbox One in our community is slowly dying, especially for the times that I go online, because I go online and it's literally, I've got over 300 people on my friends list. There's never more than 50 of those people on, and I'd say about 80% or more of those people are just watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Hardly anyone's actually playing any games, and when they are playing games, they're all single player games. So you never. I do find it a real struggle to get an online game going on the Xbox now. I really do, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. I must admit I haven't really played any multiplayer games with the community for a long time. There was a little while back when me and you was on Webby, and I picked up the Battlefield 1 DLC, and we had a couple of hours on that. But I paid for that all that morning, and we had a couple of hours, and I haven't really played it since.
No, I haven't either. Crazy.
But, if if you're off this week, are you working much this week?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm working, but I'm off Thursday, Friday. So I'm going to Eurogamer this weekend. So I'm driving up to Birmingham on Friday night. So.
Oh, you're going up there, are you?
Yeah, just spending the day at Eurogamer with Dave, Deadly Dubs.
The deadliest boy in gaming.
Yeah. So I was there Friday night and Saturday night, coming back Sunday. So we'll see if anyone from the communities actually turns up to it on Saturday.
You're staying up there, are you?
Yeah.
Have you actually ever been to the one in Birmingham?
No, because I was always put off by the NEC, because I've been to the NEC a couple of times and there's just nothing near it at all. It's kind of secluded, so it's not like you can go down the pub or anything like that. You know, it's all there, which is frustrating. Well, Dave's brother actually lives in Birmingham, so I'm still going to stay at his house.
Oh, right.
Birmingham.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going to again, because obviously I haven't been since it left London, so that's a good few years now. So it should be
we went to
interesting.
We used to go every year, didn't we? I think we went to about 3 or 4 on the trot, and then just obviously it moved to Birmingham, and that's when. Well, I haven't been since.
Oh no, because the good thing about the Eurogamer in London was, you know, we'd have a few hours in there, and then we'd be bored, and then we'd be like, right, let's go down to the pub and get shit faced. And that was kind of the meet-up, and now it's really hard to find an excuse to do a meet-up.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens in Birmingham, shall we?
Yeah, I imagine there's still a few people that go.
Yeah, I think Alfred's going, but he's going on the Thursday and Friday only. I think a lot of people are going on one of the weekdays, because obviously that's when it's quieter. But obviously,
yeah, I mean,
what would go on Saturday?
Geographically, Birmingham, I mean, obviously, is probably a better place to have it because it's easier for people up north to get to, and it's a bit more central for people. But obviously, where it's held, it's sort of like on the outskirts, on like an industrial estate. So it's like much. If it was actually like in the centre of Birmingham, probably would be better.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of pubs. The centre of Birmingham at Broad Street. That's like their main like. There's hundreds of pubs around there. Places to go, but obviously you'd have to catch a bus or a taxi.
Yeah, well, I'm going to park at his and we're just going to get a taxi there and back because I want to get pissed, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's like 3 or 4 of you in a taxi, then you just split it. It's not so bad, is it?
Yeah, that's it. It's not too bad. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Eurogamer this weekend. If anyone's going, let me know so we can say hello. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Sly, come on, you got to make more of an effort.
Yeah.
Someone want to buy me a flight?
What else have you been playing anyway, Peeps?
Let's have a look.
Mr. Clark, he's just reminded me, sorry, in the thing, the Science Museum is doing something in October, which we really should go to. If you Google it, the Science Museum are doing like a retro gaming event.
All right.
Yeah, so they've done it before. I think it's like £20 a person. But you get an hour and a half in this room, and it's like all retro arcade machines, classic consoles, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, it's funny you should say that because I did something very similar about 2 weeks ago.
Nice. So we should
played some Sega Rally 95.
So I think that might be a good one for a meet-up.
Yeah, I'll have to Google that and have a look.
Yeah. Not sure. The Ultimate Gaming Experience Science Museum. Friday the 20th to Tuesday the 31st of October. 180 consoles, 40 years of gaming.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tenner.
But
for
do
a
they
single
have
day time
Duck
session.
Hunt?
Probably.
Do they have Duck Hunt on the NES with
More
the
than
Zapper?
likely. So I think we should go to that. I think that'll be pretty cool. Next month. So, yes. Peeps, anyway, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, obviously I haven't been on for like donkeys, so I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll just pick out a few things that I have put a lot of time into lately, and that was the BioShock trilogy Game of the Year thing, or remastered, whatever it's called. I did the first two. I haven't done the Infinite one yet. I've just done the first two. Played them through. Great games, obviously. Putting a bit of time into Star Wars Battlefront still. That's still sort of my main multiplayer game that I go to. They've just released like the season pass out. I can't think it's free or really cheap or something anyway, but you can pick that up cheap now. Obviously, that comes out. That was the other game I was thinking about that's coming out that I'm going to purchase day one when that comes out. So yeah, there's like 3 or 4 games that are going to be day one purchases in the next few months. So I just want to get through all my little backlog because obviously my storage is nearly full and I haven't got a external hard drive or anything like that. So I just have to keep deleting stuff.
Yeah, that is a pain in the ass.
I do keep meaning to pick things up. I mean, looking on my installed games at the minute, Gears of War 4 is 94 gig.
Oh, I know. I think
and I rarely play it, but it's just I have to have it on there because sometimes you just jump on it and you just don't have to install it all the time. So like Overwatch, rarely play that.
Yeah.
Holly's game. So, but to be fair, that's only 15 gig, so you don't mind that sitting on there. Call of Duty 4 remastered, 74 gig.
Yeah, so getting into file sizes for a second, they've announced how big Forza 7's going to be. It's going to be Forza 7's going to be 95 gigabytes without the 4K assets.
What?
50 is going to be on the disc, and 45 you have to download, and then you have to download the 4K assets for Scorpio if you have one.
So this is what I didn't right because I'm getting a Scorpio, but I don't have a 4K TV. But I'm still going to have to. It's going to auto download all the 4K stuff anyway.
Yeah,
which is a bit annoying, but.
When did I?
What's that, mate?
November.
When are you getting one? Are you getting them on day one, Webby?
Launch might have pre-ordered it, yeah.
So have I. I did it. I think the day after you.
I've pre-ordered it because I am insane.
I wanted the green text on the front.
That's what I wanted it for too.
It's all right. I'm giving my day one Xbox to my girlfriend so she can play some games. So that it all balances out.
Peeps, are you not with the times? So the launch day Xbox Ones only say Project Scorpio on the front in green text, and it also comes with a vertical stand
and a controller that says Project Scorpio.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Bet you wish you pre-ordered now, eh?
Also, I want to play Assassin's Creed Origins in 4K.
I think I'm going to get Assassin's Creed on the PC, you know.
Yeah, I just want to make some use of it. So it's the Egypt one.
Oh, right, yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, because that was the other thing I downloaded. My brother downloaded on his. It was the Assassin's Creed game that was on the PS Plus last month.
Freedom Cry, yeah, I've been playing that.
Is that a side-scrolling game, or is that an actual full
it's a proper game. It's like Black Flag.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
it's the ships and stuff, and it's saving the slaves and that on an island.
Spin-off from Black Flag. It's got your first mate from Black Flag as the main character.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not a bad little. I mean, if you like 6 hours in it. Yeah, I only put an hour or so into it, but I think I'm going to go back to it. I don't know how big it is. Have you completed it, Sly?
No, I'm only about 6 hours in, but it says I'm like 50%, so I would say 10 hours probably.
Yeah, obviously if you like Assassin's Creed, then you'll like it. But yeah, there's so many. I can't keep up with the Assassin's Creeds now. There's so many like games and spin-offs and all sorts for it now. So yeah, keep milking that cash cow.
Be done.
New one's got like RPG elements, and there's no eagle vision. You actually like fly an eagle. It looks really cool.
So yeah, obviously, Forza 3, Forza Horizon 3, I still like.
Yeah.
I've never got the Hot Wheels thing though, which I keep meaning to. Have you done the Hot Wheels?
Yeah, man, I love the Hot Wheels. It's awesome.
It's worth purchasing.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Right,
it puts like the Hot Wheels. You know, Hot Wheels has like the orange tracks that the cars go
Yeah.
on. So it has a load of little islands, and they're all joined together by like the orange Hot Wheels tracks, and it's got like giant dinosaurs and things and big toys and stuff as well. Like as the
Yeah.
as background and stuff. The only thing I don't like about those, if you fall off the track, you're just kind of driving around on the islands, just trying to get back on, and sometimes that can get quite frustrating.
Right.
But it is pretty good. I've not finished it yet, but it is good.
Yeah. It's been out a little while now. I was hoping it might have a little. Sometimes they have a lot of an offer, don't they? They reduce it a little bit. I might wait for that now. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the only sort of other game I've got that I haven't started yet, which was another free game, was Watch Dogs, the first one.
Yeah. I know people slagged off the first Watch Dogs, but I actually really enjoyed it.
All right.
And Watch Dogs 2 is amazing as well. Even better.
Oh, it's a far better game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give that a go at some point.
Cool.
Yeah, that's probably about it, really.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, play FIFA a lot. But...
I think, Beebs, you've just turned into a proper casual gamer.
Yeah, I am a bit. I'm not like hardcore as I used to be, but
What has changed you?
well, obviously, most people know my circumstances. I was a bit addicted, and it sort of was affecting my life and stuff. So I've just learned from my mistakes.
Everything's good in moderation, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I hardly game anymore these days. Hardly game at all anymore.
You game on lots of different platforms now, though, don't you?
Not as many as me.
Yeah, I do game on a lot of different platforms, but it's hardly get to game anymore. I'm just.
Saves. I haven't got to say that.
I'm waiting for it to get wound up because I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 this past week or so, and just getting a bit annoyed at me about it. But yeah, I've been playing. I play a lot of PC now, Beebs, because PC Master Race and all that.
Yeah,
that's where all the games are.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the appeal, and if I had sort of money and more time, then I'd perhaps invest in it. But I don't know. It's just too. I mean, I know you get cheaper games and you can build them and have better graphics and stuff, but it's not for me, I don't think.
No, I mean, I enjoy it, but I obviously still love my console gaming as well. So, another avenue of different types of games, cheap games as well. More options there. Yeah.
Come on, let's get this Destiny talk out of the way then, because I never really played Destiny, the first one. I have it here in the house. I could install it and play it.
Oh wow!
But even guys at work are into it, and obviously I'm intrigued and thinking, shall I pick it up and have a go at it? You've got to sell it to me.
Well, this is the thing, right? I hated the first Destiny. I thought it was a massive pile of shit. And you know how much I hated it because I was always ranting about it on the podcast. And I even got a free copy of the first Destiny for review. And then I started game sharing with Kirk, and Kirk bought all the season passes and all the extra content. And I still moaned about it, and I never even paid for the fucking thing. So that's how much I hated it. Just, I think with the first game, it just didn't have much content, and I hated the fact, like, as Sly will attest, I remember that a expansion came out, me and Sly were like, oh, let's do it. And then we finished the whole story of that expansion in under 2 hours. And I was like, is that it? And he was like, oh, yeah, but we need to grind. I was like, I'm not fucking grinding shit. This is boring as fuck. But they've really done themselves a service with the second one because, in my opinion, it's a lot different than the first one in regards to the amount of content. It took me about 10 hours just to do the campaign for the game.
So it has got like a single player campaign then.
Yeah, but you can do it all in co-op, which is awesome.
Oh, that's good.
There is a fuck ton of side missions. I mean, I'm still doing side missions now that I haven't done. So you got so you got the main story, you got adventures, and then after you finish the campaign, you get these other kind of main story quests for each planet, which take ages, and then. So I've not even done all the adventures yet. I've still got to do some of them. But the thing that I've been really loving about this game is, there's a few things, but the main thing I've been really loving about it is, as everyone knows, I picked up on the PS4 over the Xbox. And I'm glad I did, because I've been playing online with a load of the community that I've not spoken to in ages, and we're just... The party chats have been awesome. I mean, we've been having like 10 people in a party, and we've all been chatting away, and we're all in different groups playing the game and just talking Destiny the whole time. That's great. Playing the campaign, obviously, in co-op has been great. But just exploring those planets and then just doing the public events as they turn up on the planets together just to gather loot is just such an addictive experience. And doing the side quests together is great. And I've done the Nightfall, which is kind of a tough. What would you say? It's not raid, is it, Sly? It's a
No, it's a strike, but the difficulty is turned up, and there's a bunch of modifiers.
So the strikes are really, really cool. The tough strikes are really cool. I've not done the raid yet because I've had a few people say it takes about 5 hours, and I do not have 5 hours spare just to do a raid. So fuck that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the rest of the game,
get to the boss in 2 hours yesterday.
I am really impressed with it because the graphics are great. Like, the game feels exactly like Halo. Like the.
So, which console are you playing on, Webby?
I'm playing on PS4.
Don't mind.
What?
Yeah, I know, and I'm loving it. The only thing I'm not liking about playing it on the PS4 is the controller, because. I can say, without shadow of a doubt, the Xbox One controller is designed for first-person shooters. So comfortable, it's smaller than the PS4 controller, and I'm finding playing this on the PS4 controller, my thumbs start to ache because I really have to stretch them out to be on the thumbsticks. It's really weird. But I am really enjoying it. It feels fast and fluid. I'm probably going to pick this up on PC as well, just for the 60 frames per second when it comes out in a few weeks. But I'm really enjoying it on the PS4, and the party chats that we've been having and the content, it's fucking awesome. It really, really is. And I was really on the fence about getting this game. I was slagging it off, saying, it's going to be shit, blah, blah, blah. And then I traded in some games and picked it up, and I've just been fucking addicted to it. It's all I've been thinking about and all I've been playing. It's just been a fucking epic journey across the solar system this past few weeks. It's been immense. Oh, and did I mention the music? It's great.
Yeah, because you're selling it to me, and I'm really intrigued, and I would pick it up. But the fact that you've all got it on PS4 is probably turning me off a little bit.
Well, not all of us have got it on PS4, because a lot of people have got it on Xbox as well, haven't they? Like Headcase and Trip and...
Like me as well.
Sly's got it on Xbox and PlayStation
because I'm a fucking idiot.
He's a dribbler.
So my brother. So quick story. My brother on the game share bought it on the Xbox. I'm playing it on launch day, and then some of the guys from work picked it up, and some of the guys I know, and they're on PS4. And I was like, "Oh, but I've been playing it for free on Xbox. I didn't have to pay for it." And then they taught me into it, and now I've jumped past myself on Xbox. I'm miles ahead on PS4 now.
The thing, so you've got like Goopster's been playing it on Xbox, Darkest Frost, HMF has been playing it, Mark Leonardo, one of our community members, has been playing it on Xbox as well. I think Rubbish is on the Xbox, Wilkie, and a few other people.
See, my conundrum though.
Go on.
My conundrum here is, I've played it on the PS4, I've played it on the Xbox, and you're trying to get me to get it on the PC in October as well. Can I handle that?
That's ridiculous.
Uh,
I think one of the versions is getting dropped to the wayside, and I think for me it's going to be the Xbox version that gets dropped.
I mean, so the main reason I didn't get on the Xbox, peeps, one, I really wanted to play with some of the community members I don't usually play with. So, like Phil, Urban Big P is one of them. Brady Boy, I've been gaming with Brady Boy like every day. It's been awesome. Sly's got it on the PlayStation as well. I'm trying to think of people on top of my head. I've been playing with shitloads of people on the PlayStation, like Skingle and fucking hell, I'm gonna forget people's names.
Nobster.
I even chatted with Nobster. I haven't spoken to Nobster since down the pub. You know what I mean? So, it's just been really, really cool just to play with all those people on the PlayStation. Kind of made me realise that our community is really strong over on that platform.
That's caused me a dilemma.
Fam the Man is another person. Stunty, I've been gaming with Stunty, Popeye, Bolkirk, even Tim Moose,
Mac.
Lord of Letterbox, and Mac as well. Yeah.
Oh, I sent Mac a party invite the other day. He didn't accept.
Yeah, so peeps, and the fact that the PlayStation has got the extra content over the Xbox as well, I think it is the choice for the consoles.
Are you still using the content that you got though, or was it just like early?
Oh, hi, Darren.
No.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint everyone. I'm here.
No, because you get an extra gun and you get an extra strike and map. So, and those are exclusive for a year. They've done that model again.
Yeah, which is very annoying. But I'm like I said, I'm glad I got it on the PlayStation because looking at my friends list, even though there's a lot of people on the Xbox playing it, for the times that I personally game, there's more people on the PlayStation at those times. So for me, it's the best choice.
What class have you gone?
Warlock.
Oh, I'm a hunter. What's your power level?
And my level is 268 or something like that. And
I'm 271.
And I've unlocked all my subclasses, and my favourite subclass is the electric one. So I electrocute people. It's great.
Oh, the grind is getting real though. Past 265. After 265, it's gone slow.
But it's really cool because if people are online and you just join their fire teams, they're like, oh, shall we do some of these side missions? Yeah, right. We should do these public events. Yeah, you just kind of doing stuff together, and that's kind of what this generation has been missing, is that really fun co-op experience.
It doesn't matter what you do; you're always making progress for your character.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which is something the first game missed.
Switch, you picked it up.
Yeah. No, I've been exceedingly trying to hold myself back. Like, the last couple of days, I've had this like drug fiending sort of like pumping through my veins to run up the shop and buy it. And I ended up sitting there the other day and watching loads of videos and stuff on it. And it's like I really want to pick it up because I just love looty, grindy stuff, to be honest. But I haven't really got the time, and there are things in it that I'm not going to play. And a few sort of like things I don't like. I found out the other day there's no difficulty select in the game.
Yeah,
it's just like
there is
difficulty. Well, yeah, you've either got like your heroic,
you've got normal or hard.
Yeah. Whereas in the original game, like if you didn't want any hassles, you could just bump it on whatever and skip about enjoying yourself, sort of a thing. And then you got the platforming part of it. The raid, I'm not really interested in. It just seems like a lot of ball ache for nothing. And the PvP, I've got no interest in either.
Yeah, so
what platform would you purchase it on?
PS4, but just because I've got the original on the PS4, that's the only reason.
Yeah, and your character carries over. Well, just your.
Well, I don't know if it you get some emblems as well.
I haven't really played the original game since like it first came out, so probably nothing to carry over really.
There's a really cool thing the game does at the start. I think you probably mentioned it last week when I wasn't there, but the milestones, and it tells you like who you did things with.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that.
So obviously so you didn't play it on the PS4, so you wouldn't have had it, and neither did I on the PS4. But on the Xbox One, when I booted it up last week, I found out who I did my first raid with, and Brady Boy and P were there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then now it's sort of come full circle. I've gone to the PS4 and they've gone to the PS4.
Wow.
So hopefully I get to do the raid with them.
Nice. Yeah, yes, I think it's a really cool game and I'm really enjoying it. And again, it's just awesome to play with friends. So I think
It's a
Phil's
far
been
better
going a
game
bit
than the first one.
OTT with it because he's max level 3 characters already. He's fucking nuts.
Oh, he's not max
Who's that?
leveled them. He's not in max yet.
Well, he's level
He's like-
23 characters, which takes long enough
Oh,
in
yeah.
itself. You know.
Yeah. He's not max power though, because he's not beating the raid.
No.
No, I think he's like 290 on his highest character,
That's
296.
pretty hardcore. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
if,
271.
so if
I
you
was
guys
gonna
do
say
get it,
in-
PS4 all the way, people. Go on, Darren.
Yeah, I was going to say, and something I did say or see someone on YouTube talking about like the new raid. This person reckons you can get better gear just farming heroic stuff in the open world, like the events,
Ah.
than actually doing the raid.
Nice.
Like you get better gear out of those than you can do out of the raid. But I'm guessing you probably get best stuff at the end of the raid rather than the
Yeah,
loot throughout it.
I think I saw Phil got a 295 drop from the raid,
Nice.
which is pretty decent considering the best drops I'm getting at the moment are like 270 something.
I do
Do
feel
you think
like
it's worth me installing the first one on my Xbox? Give me an idea.
No.
Yeah, just get
So
the
I
second.
reckon just go straight for the second one, yeah?
At the end
Yeah,
of the
get
day,
it on
peeps, if you got it on the Xbox One, you could easily let your kids play it and grind you some Chivos and the light levels and stuff. It's the sort of thing
Well,
I think
there's
they'd
not
love.
many achievements in this game.
Yeah.
They've scaled the achievements back. There's only 13 achievements,
Really?
but they still add up to 1,000. But there's only 13 of them.
That's mental.
You're telling me, and they're not even that hard. I've looked them over, and they're fairly doable. Hardest one is do a raid or a nightfall on prestige difficulty. That's like the hardest achievement there.
Wow.
I don't know
There
why
we go.
anyone would pick the raid on prestige. I would just do the nightfall because it's shorter.
Yeah, some people love the challenge though, don't they?
I do. My one gripe with the Nightfall is it's timed. You've got 10 minutes to do it in. And
Yeah, if you
hell.
go through those rings, you get more time though.
Yeah, so you have to jump through these rings to get more time, and it's just so annoying. Like,
See, last week that wasn't the catch. Last week you had to kill enemies, and every enemy you killed bought you time.
that's pretty.
I think the modifier changes.
That's better than rings. Yeah, so it took me, Brady, and Phil a good few goes to do it. But we did in the end. But there's a thing, if you do it with 5 minutes left on the timer, you get like a special gun or something.
Yeah, so
Rat
there's
King.
a quest called the Rat King. You have to start the quest before you go and do that part. That's the last part of the quest before you get the gun.
Oh, okay. Well, I started the
you have
Rat
to
King
go
quest.
Yeah, you have to go do the part of the quest. You go to a planet, you do a little like 3-part quest, then you do a couple patrols, couple strikes, and then you unlock the last part, which is do the raid with more than do the nightfall even with more than 5 minutes left. I'm on that middle step at the moment, doing my grinding, doing my patrols. Yeah, I want that gun though because it increases in power the more people in your fire team who have it.
That's pretty awesome, eh?
Oh,
Imagine 6 people in the raid have that gun. How powerful everyone's gun will be.
Nice.
I will say, like, trying not to buy this is really, really difficult.
Yeah, I know, because everyone just talks about it all the
Do
time.
it.
You see, like, half your friends just playing it, you're like, now. Because I have to say, like, the music is really cool. It just feels like Halo and like the old school Halos, and that's just quality in my eyes. And it
There's
is.
The
no
other
out of
thing
place
I've-
Paul McCartney this time.
The other thing that works in the game's favour is pretty much there's nothing else out for quite some while I'm even interested in. Like game release wise.
Yeah.
I think you're sort of looking at like Wolfenstein as being like one of the first games I'm actually interested in, like going further down the line. And that's
Yeah.
a good month and a half away.
Mm.
You know, I've just realised Destiny 2 on the PC comes out the day after Wolfenstein does.
What date is it coming out on the PC?
I believe
of
it's
October,
October
isn't
28th, I would guess.
October
Oh,
28th?
right,
That's
that's further
fucking
on.
ages away, man.
I'm pretty sure because I know
Ah.
Wolfenstein Mario and Assassin's Creed all come out that Tuesday.
That's crazy,
And-
man.
I know there's a lot of people that are double dipping because
Yeah.
they love Destiny so much. They're going to get it on the PS4, rinse it all, and then enjoy it all over again on the PC with a better frame rate.
Yeah.
Darren, I might be triple dipping.
I'm seriously contemplating double dipping, but I'll see closer to the time. Anyway, is that about it for Destiny? Anything else you want to say? Ask?
Yeah, it's much better than the first one.
Yeah.
Very much enjoying it. Very much enjoying the social aspect and seeing people in the public events and having little dance parties when you beat them. Those are fun.
Or eating noodles.
Oh, my friend got that. He got one. He got that, and he got one where you flip a table.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you get these like
I've
weird
got funky
emotes
dance.
in the game, and they're like
Yeah.
light and things? And there's one where someone
right.
eats noodles, and there's one where you can flip a table. Well, I don't know if there's any other ones, but
I've got
Have they
funky
still
dancing.
got Have they still got the Colton?
what?
The what?
The Colton dance.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, it's not on you want
I
to be loved.
haven't seen it yet.
No,
He
I
does
don't
the
think so.
dance to it sort of thing. It was in the
I
original.
have funky
so-
dancing. I just do a bit of hip swaying and clicking my fingers. It's a bit weird.
Right, should we move on?
It's definitely sparked my interest. It's just my dilemma would be which console to go on, but
PS4.
I bet her head case is probably going Xbox. A few of the others. But yeah, if you're mainly an Xbox gamer, get it on the Xbox. To be honest, but it is the dilemma, isn't it, where everyone's fragmented.
Yeah, and that's what I had, like that dilemma of going into the shop and was like, oh, I don't know what console to get it on, but then Phil convinced
Plus,
me.
if you are thinking of getting an Xbox X further down the line, that adds to the dilemma even more.
Yeah, but
But
the
they've
thing
said
is
they're
though,
not doing support for it.
the X,
Well,
yeah,
it will
so
be
with Destiny,
slightly supported.
so with Destiny 2 on the Xbox One X, there's no improvements at all.
Well, not even in the. You must get like an upgraded like resolution at least.
Yeah, but you want the frames per second to increase, don't you? And that's not happening, is it?
They should have given you like a 60 FPS 1080p mode on both the machines, but
Yeah.
I mean they might do eventually. Who knows?
Cool. Anyway, shall we move
I'm
on?
looking forward to Wolfenstein on the One X.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
so
maybe.
what else you played, Sly?
All right, we did Destiny. All right, so as you may know, I purchased a new phone recently, and I got the Google Pixel.
Oh.
So I saw an offer this week for the Google Daydream VR headset. So I bought it. It's like the Samsung Gear VR. You put your phone in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like Google's version, is it?
Yeah, and it's very good. So I've used a couple apps on it. The first, my girlfriend and I put on Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes VR.
Oh yes, on the Galaxy as
And
well.
you get this like Bluetooth remote control with the headset, and you defuse the bombs obviously with the controller. But having the bomb right in your eyes and not being able to see anything but that bomb, it intensifies the game by a whole lot. It's great. Not much more I can say. I've already Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes to Death. If you haven't heard of it,
it is fun. It is really, really fun.
I've ever been on. It was one of my notable mentions the other year. Anyway, so what else? Oh yeah, so Netflix VR. So we watched some Rick and Morty in VR. Sitting on you put the headset on, you're sat on a couch in a living room, and you can look around and you can see like posters, and if you look up, you turn the lights off in the room, and then just watching this
similar
TV.
to the Samsung VR, yeah.
Yeah, I never used that one. And then there's also this Google Cardboard camera thing where you do a 360 like photograph of your room or like the room you're in. Then you put the headset on and it's like you're in the 3D space in your eyes, which is really cool. So we recorded my bedroom, and then obviously I'm standing in my bedroom and I put the headset on and I'm like, oh, I'm in my room, but it looks
What's this? You're recording you and your girlfriend in your bedroom? Is this like a bit too much information?
Move on. Anyway, but no, it was really cool because she's shorter than me, obviously, because no one's taller than me. But Yeah, so seeing it from her height was very interesting because you don't have that perspective being my height. But yeah, so we did it twice, and we had it from my height, and she got to see what my room looked like from my position, and then I swapped with her and got to see what it looked like from her
That's
height.
so
It's just a
weird.
really cool thing.
Probably get into acting, being as tall as you are. To be honest.
As what, a giraffe?
Well, no, I was going to say there are a lot of like tall actors needed for stuff. Like generally, a lot of the time.
I could, if I had
So-
any talent.
Well, look at
She's got
Lurch in the Munsters or whatever. He just used to smile and open doors
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't think he really used to say anything. And Jaws
You know,
from the old films.
Oh, you know the Hound in Game of Thrones was in Hot Fuzz.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Yarp. Remember?
Is he one of the other
guy
coppers?
in the supermarket? No, he was the supermarket attendant. Who was like Yarp, and then he gets knocked out.
Right. It's been a while since
Someone
I
will
watched
know the scene.
I
Someone will
vaguely
know.
remember it, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the Google Daydreams are very good. I can't wait to try out things like Google Maps and like roller coasters and whatever else I can download on this. But
And VR Pornhub.
no,
Try and check out, like I said before, like one of the Gorillas videos they filmed completely in 3D. That should be compatible.
Yeah.
It's up on YouTube.
There's an Assassin's
should be.
Creed video as well, isn't there? For the VR.
Oh
Like
yeah,
a
I
trailer.
think there is.
That's really good.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna go on a binge and download and transfer them all to my phone and give them all a go. But so far, what I've used of the Google Daydream has been very good.
Cool. Have you actually
Anyway,
played any games?
Yes. Keep talking with the game. Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes.
I've gone back to it.
Oh, does it
Hello.
actually work for you now?
Well, let me get to part B. So my workmates who convinced me to get Destiny 2 on the same day also convinced me to buy Siege on the PS4. So I now own Siege 3 times.
But it hardly works for you.
Oh, it works on the PS4. It works because I'm playing with other Australians, so that might help.
Oh, great, mate.
Yeah, but we're doing all right. No, we're not. We're crap, but we're doing all right. The other night, I was playing as Blackbeard, blew out a hole in the roof, dropped down, killed 3 people as Blackbeard, didn't die, and then grabbed the hostage and was running out. And then the last guy comes around the corner, kills the hostage, and wins the game for us.
Nice.
It's so satisfying.
I'm loving Rainbow Six again because I mentioned last week I'm playing it on the PC, and it just seems to run a lot smoother. So, and I've also been playing it on the Xbox still a little bit as well, but mainly on the PC. And they're still bringing out shitloads of content for this game, and it's all
they just
free as
released
well.
3 new operators and a map.
Yeah, and a new map. The new map is awesome.
Is the new map the theme park?
Yeah.
I really like that map.
It's really good. I don't understand why Peeps doesn't like this. Obviously, he's just not a tactical guy. But I think this game is 2 years old, man, and it's still one of the most played multiplayer games in the world. It is amazing.
There's not much like it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant. It really, really is. And I think the PC version is by far the most popular version of the game. But it's just fantastic. It just looks great. It plays great. I love the tactical stuff of one team defending, one team attacking. It's just fucking awesome. It really is.
Yeah, I've got a group chat with my workmates that's just called, I think it's called Siege R Us. And anytime someone just writes Siege in the chat, it's like cue for everyone to jump on the PS4, put the headset on and jump on Siege.
Nice.
It's great.
You need to get on PC.
It's nice playing with a full team.
He's playing PC with me.
Well, I have it on PC. It
Let's play. Let's play.
likes to disconnect me, doesn't it? It doesn't like me connecting on the PC for some reason. Anyway. All right, a few more games to go. Trivial Pursuit. Been playing that on my girlfriend. Love Trivial Pursuit. We're both pretty good. We're both pretty knowledgeable. not much more I can say, really. It's Trivial Pursuit, isn't it?
Boring.
But,
Next.
Been playing that on the Xbox. Very good, Ubisoft game. Lots of trivia. Bit old now. Could do with a sequel. It's about 3 years old. Yeah, that's about it. We have fun. Next one is Dark Souls.
Which one?
The first one.
Ooh.
And technically, I wasn't the one playing it. I decided to put the controller in my girlfriend's hands. Now,
what were you playing this on? 360?
Well, backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, so I put her on, tutorial, the Undead Asylum, and I was like, see if you can beat this. She's not a gamer in any way at all, really. She struggles with the 2 analog sticks and keeping the camera centered, right? She fucking beat the Undead Asylum and the boss without dying or using an Estus flask.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how she did it.
I've forgotten how shit the graphics are on this now. Ugh.
They are shit, aren't
What's
they?
that?
The first Dark Souls. It looks awful.
But yeah, she jumps off the ledge, she stabs the boss, and I'm like, oh, I'll get him. And then she pans her camera up so she can't see anything except his stomach, and she's just smashing right bumper. And I'm like, she's going to die. The hammer's going to kill her. And then I see the health bar for the boss just drop, and I'm like, she's going to kill it. She kills the boss on the first go without using a flask.
Wow.
And I was like, right, you can quit now. You can quit while you're ahead. You don't need to go back to this game.
So she didn't just wander into the room and get battered when you've got no weapon.
No, because she wandered in and she was like, I don't have a proper sword. And I'm like, run. And then she just runs and she's like, oh, there's a door on the left. I'm like, yeah, go through there. And then she went back up and she was like, oh, I'm above him now. And that's how she killed him. So she did well.
Nice.
Last game, Webby's played this. Last day of June.
Yes.
I played this right before we started recording.
Did you cry?
Yes.
Oh.
This is a game about loss and about tragedy and about how you can't change the past, and it made me sad. So it's made by the people who made Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and also Payday 2. And it's like a very stylized, like artistic. I don't know how to describe it. It's third person, and it's just sort of like I'd call it a puzzler. Would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah, it's sort of like a puzzle game, but you go through and you're just this guy and he's got a wife and you're sitting on the pier and there's a picnic and it's your birthday. And you're like, this is a nice game. How could this possibly go wrong? And it sort of pulls a heavy rain on you.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like everything's going great. Oh, everything went bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to spoil it. It's a very story-driven game.
I do like how it conveys the emotions with just music.
Because they don't have eyes or faces.
They don't talk either. It's like that made-up Sims type language, like the gibberish.
But I've not had a single problem understanding the story so far at all.
No.
Like I know what's going on. I know everyone's relationships to each other, and it's very visual. I understand everything. So that's a mark of a good game right there. It's able to communicate, and it doesn't need sound to do it. It just uses its background music. But oh man, it made me cry. I cried just a bit.
Oh, you got emotional.
Yeah. Everything's going well because I have someone in my life now who I would want to lose. So to see this guy lose someone in his life, it's like, oh, I hope that's never going to be me.
So this, so we're just going to put a shout out because we actually got review copies of this.
That's 505 Games
on Steam, but it is actually a really, really cool game. It's on PlayStation 4 and PC.
Yeah.
So I think it's like £12 or something. So it's not like it's a lot of
Yeah,
money
that
or
sounds
anything.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know if you've discovered this mechanic yet, but remember in Life is Strange how you can look at pictures and go back in time
Yeah.
at one point? Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, it is.
Where
Yeah.
so you play as a kid and you do something that leads to something,
Yep.
and you can, and then I got the choice to rewind, and I thought, okay, and I rewound, and then I found there was a different path I could take with a different option,
Mm-hmm.
and that option actually had big changes on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm up to. So I think there's like 4 vignettes, and you play as like 4 different characters apart from the main guy. There's like you play as the main guy and the wife, and then the prologue ends, and then you play as 4 characters. So I'm on the second character, but so I can't see it being a long game as such, but it's very enjoyable, and just solving the puzzles is. I'm actually getting challenged by some of these puzzles.
It's got really good music as well.
It does. And the art style is very like, I don't know, it's very colorful, it's very bright, and then it contrasts the themes of like death and loss with like these bright, colorful like tones, and it does it very well. And I don't really know how they did it, but they did it. But yeah, I'm currently playing as the woman with the hat.
Cool.
Yeah,
further than me.
And yeah, I'm trying to solve a problem with a box and a rake and some leaves. I'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
But I will be going back to this, and I will try and finish this by next show, so I can talk about how I thought about it as a whole. But so far, about an hour in, I'm enjoying it very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all I've played.
So you've played, right. I'm going to rip through what I've played before we head on to Switch, because I've only played a couple more, two more games. So whilst I've not been playing Destiny, I've been playing some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Still loving it. Looking forward to it coming to the consoles as well. I'm still waiting for that elusive chicken dinner after 17 hours of play. I am a noob. And I have completed Sonic Mania this week. And I love that game. It's absolutely amazing. I've started another playthrough now because I've finished it, but I haven't finished it because even though I've done all the levels, I didn't collect all of the Chaos Emeralds. So I'm replaying it to get the Chaos Emeralds at the moment. It's fucking awesome. So if any of you haven't played Sonic Mania, get it. It is well worth it. And last but not least, I've played a little bit of Overwatch with Collie Wally today. Shout out, hey Collie Wally. It's still not as good as Destiny 2, but yes, still good. Done.
Never thought you'd say Destiny was better than anything.
I know. What's going on with me? Crazy. Switch.
Not much really. Just the usual sort of like Final Fantasy 14 repetitiveness. And sort of Fortnite. Still.
Oh, Fortnite.
Apparently,
it's got like a PUBG mode now.
Yeah, they've added like some PvP mode that's decided to take up 2.5 gig of my hard drive space for something I'm never going to do. But at least they've named it Battle Royale, which is quite amusing. So someone has literally gone out and just named it after the inspiration behind all of it.
Fair dues.
Sort of a thing. But yeah, it's exactly the same as like your PUBGs and all the rest of it. It's like 100 people are dropped into a map. You jump out of the plane and parachute down. And
is that literally how it is?
It's exactly how it is. I watched like a stream they did on IGN about it.
That's hilarious.
Basically, and the thing is I know it's obviously a different lot of people that have obviously done it, but there are still like issues with the game itself. Mm-hmm. And for them to sort of like put in a brand new mode before like they fix some of these issues is like, I know it's supposed to be a separate part of Epic that decided to do this, and they probably thought it will bring in extra sales, which it probably will do, to be honest, because a lot of people who have played the mode really like it and everything. And obviously, PlayerUnknown's isn't really on console at the moment until the Xbox One, and then it's probably not going to be on the PS4, if at all, until later on. So this gives people sort of an option to sort of play the the new game type that everyone's copying, sort of a thing. But it's sort of like fragmented the community a little bit to the point of like I've found it a lot harder to get in games with people now because
okay.
you've obviously got people split off between two modes.
Yeah.
So when you boot it up, it basically offers you the chance to, do you want a PvP or do you want to save the world, basically, like for the standard sort of game. So it's literally a separate thing from the start of the game when you boot it up. So none of your gear from the actual game itself carries over into that mode, like none of your schematics or weapons or characters and stuff. I think you are just given like Bob standard basic person and off you go. There's already been a few things. You probably get it as well, maybe in like the other games where people are getting accused of like teaming up and cheating and stuff like that. But I always thought sort of the teaming up thing was like one of the aspects that people did in these games anyway, or in those games. Like get a few friends together and sort of try and survive as a team or a group. But apparently it sort of goes against the terms of service for the game mode or something silly, I don't know. So they've started sort of like handing out light bans to like certain players and stuff caught doing it.
Cool. I'm still surprised you bought it since it's going free next year, but
I'm still enjoying it. Like I said before, I know like Peebs' kids will probably really enjoy it. Collie's kids will probably really enjoy it when it comes out. It's just whether you're willing to shell out the money for it now when it's going to be free at some point.
Yeah.
I also tried my hand the other day at the Survive the Storm mode, where you can do like standard maps in the game which have like Survive the Storm modifiers on them, where you can earn sort of like currency for certain sort of like packs that relate to the event itself. And you've got like survive 3 days, 7 days, and 14 days. Apparently, if you do the survive the 14 days, that can take up to 4 hours to complete.
Wow.
If you want to do that. But it is literally like a survival mode where you'll go out in the daytime collecting stuff, and then at night you'll hanker down and start defending, basically. I played that. That was quite fun. You have to stick a hell of a lot of traps down because you do get a lot of enemies turning up. Like way more than I've seen so far on a lot of the levels I've played, to be honest. And the more nights in you go, the tougher the enemies become and such. But yeah, I managed to get like a third legendary character now, like event character from it. So that's not too shabby. So that put a smile on my face yesterday. But apart from that, nothing else really, to be honest. Sort of like we're in like a sort of nice dry spot. That was one of the reasons why I was sort of like trying so hard not to just run down the supermarket and grab Destiny.
Because you'd just be addicted.
Yeah, it just gives me something else to play and be like, I can't go out yet. I've got to do my dailies. You know what I'm like for my dailies.
Oh no.
I've already got dailies on Fortnite to do. I've got obviously the Final Fantasy dailies on reset and stuff. It's like, do I need another one with dailies? Because you usually get like some of the best rewards. Like in Fortnite, you'll get your pack currencies and stuff out of doing your dailies, and obviously tomes for Final Fantasy. And I'm guessing it's sort of like end game currency as well for Destiny for the dailies and such.
Yeah,
you get your legendary engrams.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that it for you, Switch?
It, yeah.
Well, let's get on to questions then. So we've had a few questions. Paul Barry Hickins says, with everyone playing Destiny 2 at the moment, it had me thinking, what is the best multiplayer game of this generation so far?
Destiny.
I would say Battlefield 4.
Oh, actually, no, I'm going to change my answer to Battlefield 4.
The game I've had the most fun on, although it's not particularly like in that camp, would be Zombie Army Trilogy, I'd have to say.
Oh my god.
I did have a really good laugh going through that in co-op with people.
What about you, Pete?
I played that. Yeah, I played that.
That other weird one by the same studio should be out later this year, I think. Is it Strange Brigade?
Never heard of it.
No.
It's like a 4-player cooperative sort of shooter thing, very arcadey.
Interesting.
I'm not
sure if it's a full release or a downloadable only or whatever. I'm not sure.
Cool. Right. Next question. Danny Brooks' question about the Xbox One X. Will every game require a 4K HDR update patch using more storage, or just a select few games? In which begs the question: is the X worth it?
Right, I know the
Just-
answer to this.
Yeah,
Because Digital Foundry posted up a useful video about how Microsoft are going to be using like a smart storage system for the Xbox One X.
Yep, I watched that
So
video.
yeah, so basically, if you've got a standard Xbox and there's a 4K patch out or an Xbox One X patch, it will know that you're on the standard Xbox and that you won't have to download that patch because it's useless to you.
Yep.
So, and then you can, apparently they're also adding this thing where you can sort of set which like content you want it to download at certain times as well. So it's not just constantly filling your
So you can
space
so you
up.
can say pick single player or multiplayer to install, and it'll know, like, it will carry the assets over and know, like, you can run the whole multiplayer without needing the single player installed and stuff like that.
Which is pretty
Which is a
cool
very
because
good
everyone's,
system.
yeah, like it'd be really useful for your sort of Battlefields and your Call of Duties where you'd say buy it, you'd complete the campaign, you're probably not really going to redo the campaign, so you can delete the campaign off your hard drive and still keep the multiplayer data there to play when you want.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And also they're talking about cutting back on file sizes for localization in languages by making you say we're all speaking English, we all just pick English dialogue and subtitles, and it won't install all the other ones to save
Nice.
space. Which I'm all for that.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
It causes problems for me though with Japanese games maybe, but I don't know.
I'm sure you can probably pick and choose.
Right, next question then. Paul Johnson says, what old or current game would you like to see a Sonic manualized, i.e. remade or remixed by fans but keeping its existing style? Just brought up to date on current hardware. I'd like a remix of Phoenix, the old arcade game. Never heard of it, but yeah, sounds cool.
Streets of Rage.
Can't think of anything. Streets of Rage is a good call.
Oh, I don't know, because I've always wanted Sonic and I've got it. That's kind of my dream come true. Shenmue 1 and 2 HD. Oh, they're coming! Ha ha ha!
Do you know what actually breaks my heart is I really enjoy Mario Party, and there was a Nintendo Direct this week, and they announced Mario Party the best 100 games, and it's coming to 3DS and not Switch.
What?
And
Yeah, that does seem weird. That does seem very weird.
Because the Switch is designed to be this portable social console, and then they're like, "Oh, Mario Party," and then I lean in, and then they're like, "No, you can't have it."
Hopefully they'll do a WarioWare for the Switch because those
yes,
bizarre, like picking your nose and stuff.
So, just talking about the Switch quickly, Sean Davidson has a question. What are the best memory cards to get for the Switch? And will inserting one reset my game saves? Thanks.
From what I understand, you can't transfer the actual game installs. The saves are like localized to your account, though, so you should be fine with the saves. The problem is, say if you have a game digital, or obviously stored on the Switch's internal memory, you can't transfer it. You have to delete it and re-download it, from what I understand, which is shocking, to say the least.
Yeah, Nintendo do still seem a bit backwards when it comes to the whole downloadable thing. I'm sure that's to do with the fact that they're a Japanese company and not Western.
Well, actually, while we're on the topic of Switch, can we mention some games that are coming out on Switch that are surprising, to be honest?
Wolfenstein,
Doom, and LA Noire.
What? Well, I knew about
LA Noire's getting a remaster.
But
I did like LA Noire.
Wolfenstein's going to look shit on the Switch because it's such an underpowered machine compared to the other consoles.
Well, they've shown a video of Doom running on the Switch, and it doesn't look bad compared to the PS4 version.
It's sort of like a souped-up 360 PS3 hardware, isn't it, really? I think they're using for the Switch.
I don't know.
I'd be keen to play LA Noire on the Switch. Solve some crimes on the train to work.
Yeah.
Or
sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
LA Noire. What a game. What a game.
Okay, so I have another question from Grant Henderson. Woke up this morning feeling kind of queer. Tried to do a little double jump to cheer myself up, and to my horror, found I just could not do one. Has this ever happened to any of the pro gamers on the podcast? What should I do? Help me, Mojo Interactive. You're my only hope. So, this has happened to one of our fellow podcasters. Our little friend called Number One Stuntmaster. So we were playing Destiny 2 the other day in co-op, and we were trying to do the campaign. And poor little Stunty, he just could not do the jumps. However hard he tried, he just could not jump. And he was swearing down the microphone. It was like playing a game with Switch. He got that angry. I think it was, I don't know if it was him just being a noob or the game being, or his game glitching out, but he just couldn't do like the most simple jump up onto a ledge. And it was hilarious.
If we're nominating our friends here for not being able to jump, I want to take you all back for a moment to 2014 and a little game called Destiny, the first one. Now, everyone knows Bolo. You all know Bolo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bolo on the first raid, there's a section which is essentially the jumping puzzle section. Now, we all clear it within 5 minutes. We're over the other side, waving by the door. Bolo, I kid you not, I think he took 45 minutes to jump across that chasm.
Lols.
And we give him shit to this day. In fact, I messaged him last week and said, you should get Destiny 2 because we need someone to fuck up the jumping.
Well,
so, yeah, that's a
He
story
was
that's
worried
lasted
about
3
jumping
years.
across, or just not very good at it.
The platforms would disappear under you if you were on them for like too long. They were timed, and he was just not jumping at the right times, and the platforms would just collapse under him and he would die.
If I'd have been there, you'd have probably heard a torrent of abuse after 10 minutes and just seen me disconnect. Like if that was me trying to jump over a platform.
Sorry, Dave.
that's all questions. That is all the
that's
questions. Anything else you guys want to mention? I just want to mention again, Peebs, it's always awesome to have you. I'd like to see you come back again.
Yeah, won't be so long next time, hopefully.
Yeah,
You sound so excited.
He'll have Destiny 2 by the time he's next back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be this Sunday coming. Peebs will be back. It'll be like, oh, we've been playing Destiny all week, guys. It's been amazing.
I want to
Let's
mention Switch's favourite game has been killed.
Favourite game has been killed.
Battleborn.
Oh, has it?
Oh yeah, they've stopped support for Battleborn.
Yeah, but they haven't obviously pulled the servers down or anything like that.
No, they're not making any more updates, and they're moving teams over to work on a new unannounced project, even though we all know it's Borderlands 3 because they've actually announced Borderlands 3. They did a soft announce. They were like, it's coming.
I don't think we're even going to see Borderlands 3 this gen.
Oh, I can see it being another 4 years easily.
Yeah. Like 2 to 3 years at least. And by
Think how
that
big
point,
the
we
second
will
one
have
was.
the next lot of consoles, no doubt, and whatnot.
Fair dues. So, Peebs, any other news you wish to share with us?
Well, this little game that got me intrigued a little while back, and my son showed me a clip for it. It was called, I think it's called the We Happy Few. Have you heard of it?
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
shit.
Me and
Where is
Brady
it?
got
Because it's
really
been-
excited when that got
Yeah.
announced.
I was really excited for it, and there's you can actually play a demo of it on the Xbox. It's in the preview section or whatever. Fuck me, it's
Right.
shit.
It
is.
looks like Bioshock on drugs,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
apparently it's not,
Oh,
is it?
it's
Apparently
awful.
it's like Minecraft, apparently.
Dude, it's so shit. I couldn't believe how shit it was. I had to delete it after 10 minutes.
Well, we looked it up and it said it'd been released, but we couldn't. We was in the game shop yesterday. We couldn't find it.
I
No,
think
it's
it's on
on
Xbox Game Preview or something.
Yeah, it's download only, mate.
Ah,
It
pretty
is
sure there's a
coming out
disclosing button.
physically next year.
Yeah.
yeah. The trailer looked really good, and I was really intrigued. But yeah, obviously it's not that great then.
It's got 7 out of 10 reviews on Steam, which is surprising because it doesn't look good.
Probably worth giving it
might
another
try
go,
it.
see if it's been improved.
I think it definitely has been improved since the early days, because I didn't hear any good press about it when the game preview version launched.
Yeah.
It was apparently like you used to get hungry and thirsty constantly, which was quite annoying because it was very survival-esque, I believe.
See, the way those trailers came out, it looked like a BioShock game set in London on drugs.
Yeah.
And it looked like a really deep story. And then from what I saw of the actual launch footage, it looked like it was like, 7 Days to Die, build up, survival game. And I was like, this isn't what it looked like.
Oh, one of the cool games, I'm not too sure if you've seen Webby, that they showed a bit more of during the Nintendo Direct, and I think you can also download a demo for it now on the Switch as well, is that Octopath Traveler.
Never heard of it.
It's
No,
a
neither
Square
have I.
Enix game.
Oh, really?
It's a JRPG with like pixel-style retro SNES graphics, but with like a really cool sort of 3D effect to them as well.
Oh, this looks cool.
And it apparently you play as one of 8 characters, and each of the 8 characters has their own little story you go through, hence the Octo part of the title, no doubt. Yeah, I thought it looks pretty interesting, and definitely something I'd be interested in if I had a Switch when it comes out.
Yeah, sounds interesting, man.
Looks interesting. I'm looking at pictures of it.
Yeah, like there's a good sort of couple of minutes a demo or video thing they had up about it. As per usual, there was the collective sighs of disappointment at the Nintendo Directs that there was no Smash Brothers announced and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm just more outraged about Mario Party not coming to Switch.
It'll come. I mean, Mario Party on the Switch seems perfect, considering the fact that you can just take it with you.
Really makes me want to get a 3DS, but I'm not going to do it because I already own a Switch.
I can't see them. Well, I don't know how much longer they'll support the 3DS, but it can't have too much long left in it. I mean, it's been around
they just
now.
released the 2DS XL, I think.
Oh, the one with the Super Nintendo?
Oh, no, that's a 3DS XL special edition, I'm pretty sure. They've got so many versions of that damn console.
Any of you lot got the Super Nintendo Mini turning up?
Yes.
No, but I was actually.
That's only about a week or two, isn't it?
To see if there are any pre-orders though.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I want one now.
Now they've all sold out.
Yeah.
They are making more stock though. That's more news. They are making more stock through to the end of 2018. I read.
They're making more stock of the Mini NES as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I read that too. Yeah. Which is good because they finally realised. Maybe the second-hand market isn't the best place for a console.
Cool. I know one of the batches that they were redoing, they were giving first calls to servicemen.
All right.
Ah.
So if you're obviously in any of the armed forces or whatever, you got like first dibs on them before like the remainders all go up for sale, because obviously it must be quite hard to get hold of certain things, especially like those that are literally like gold dust. Like I think it's been those and the amiibos, and as soon as they announce them, they almost sell out of the pre-orders like within about an hour, if that.
Yeah. I don't own an amiibo yet. I should probably get one. They've announced some new Zelda ones for the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, you can only buy them in a pack of 4 though, can't you?
I don't know about that. I don't know much about amiibo.
Oh, Stunty will be the one to talk to about amiibo. I think Dan's got a couple, but that's
Trip McNeely's looking to break into the amiibo market, I've seen.
At least they're
Amiibo
not as bad to get hold of as they used to be back in the day, like people queuing up around the blocks to get like a golden exclusive Mario figure.
That's so sad.
Walmart or whatever it was at the time.
Right, guys, is that about the end then?
Yeah.
Cool. Try and cheer up, peeps.
No, I'm alright, mate. Tired.
Cool. Working too hard. Right, I'm going to go. You'll probably see me on the PS4 playing Destiny 2 next week. Probably on the PC playing some more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So from me, Mark Webb, Gamer Tag, PSN ID, Steam ID, Webby317.
Resident Chivo Whore, Mr. Beebs.
Completed it, mate. Adios from Elliot.
Random jump in, Sensei Switch.
Also, Eurogamer is happening on Saturday, so look forward to seeing some people there. If you're going to turn up, send me a message on Twitter if you are going. And yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at mojo_int, facebook.com/groups/Mojo Interactive. So thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
So you've got 2 pretty big games events this week coming up then.
What's the other one?
Well, obviously, you won't have any announcements at the Eurogamer, I doubt, but
Yeah.
they're obviously you got to get your hands on. But it's TGS this week.
Oh, is it?
So we should get loads of info on all the funky Japanese games and stuff coming out over the next year. And so one of the ones I've had my eye on since it was announced was Grand Blue Fantasy on the PS4, which is based on like the biggest selling mobile game in Japan. And it's being developed by Platinum Games as well.
Nice.
Oh, do you know you were talking about the Scorpio? You know what I've read this week? Or it was last week. They were letting you preload the 4K assets before the Scorpio comes out. So if you put them on an external hard drive, take them over.
I was about to say.
Also, something about network transfer as well. You have them both on. You can just like copy and paste, and it takes all your data over. But if you have shit network like me, probably worth using the external hard drive.
Yeah, I did that briefly with the PS4. You use like an Ethernet lead. You needed both of them connected to your network at the time for it to sort of like work, which was a step back from the PS3 one because you just needed the lead.
Oh, you know what I didn't mention? I bought a Steam Link this week.
Okay.
It's not good because of my internet. I'm sure it'd be fine if you had a nice UK speed, but on my internet it's struggling, and I think there's some files I can upload to it, some commands I can run to make it better, but I'm glad I only paid like 70% off for it.
What is a Steam Link, just out of curiosity?
It just streams your PC games from your PC to a television.
Right.
Like in another room.
Like a big
quite
picture
useful
mode type of thing. Steam.
Well, yeah, big picture mode. If only it's if only my internet was better. That's really the problem.
Did that ever really take off, Steam Big Picture?
Yeah, there's an option on Steam that you can just turn on or off if you want. So.
Have you tried it, Webby, at all? Or?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's great if you're playing. If you connect your PC to your TV.
Yeah, see, the thing about the link is so I don't have to lift my really big PC into the living room and like plug it in behind the TV. It's just I wanted to just pop it on, stream it to the little box, and then sit in there. But if I want to play a PC game on the TV in the other room, I'm going to have to lift the PC up, it looks like, and move it, which I don't want to do.
No, too many wires and components.
Too many wires, and it's really heavy.
Right, I'm going to end it here, guys, because I've got to make din-dins.
No worries.
Right.
All right.
I've got you.
So I'll catch you later. Cheers for coming on, guys. It's been awesome.
Cheers.
Yes.
I'll talk to you later.
Yep, see you all later.
Make sure you pick up Destiny this week, guys.
Yeah, just deciding which console.
What's for?
You know where the people are.
I'm sure Peebs will get loads of messages this week on Twitter telling them to get
Yeah, he will, won't he?
Yeah.
You may as well just get trophies.
I do like trophies.
Go get the trophies.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't still any on the Nintendo. Although that is sometimes a boon because there are a few achievements in games that have wound me up trying to get them, and not actually having achievements is sometimes pretty cool.
I read that they're toying with the idea of adding achievements to the Switch, and I'm completely okay with that, to be honest.
What do they call them? Stars?
I like that. Yeah. That'd be good.
I've noticed Mario's actually upgraded in this new one, hasn't he? In the new Mario, he doesn't collect stars anymore. He collects moons.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, it's got nipples as well.
Yeah.
So weird. Right, guys, I do need to go, so I will catch you later. Cheers for coming on. Thanks to the people who are live on YouTube, and see you later. Bye.
Yep. Bye.